Ground was broken on Sunday in the New River community for the construction of a disaster warehouse that will serve Nevis and other Leeward Islands in times of disaster. The project falls under the Adventist Disaster Relief Agency International Program, ADRA, and is spearheaded by the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Nevis and in partnership with the Nevis Island Administration. Speaking at Sunday's project launch, Deputy Premier and Minister of Social Development, the Honourable Hensley Daniel, welcomed the partnership to construct the facility.
Many of the things that we seek to do will only happen through the free and enthusiastic participation of the people. This partnership will, of course, reflect the conversion of ideas. The ideas you have to promote for facilitating people in distress certainly reflects our own concern. So I welcome the partnership. Company in distress makes the sorrow less. And so it is extremely difficult. And those of you who have had to deal with people in distress, either in a fire or in cases where there is a national disaster, know that people immediately want relief, and that the time for planning an operation is not at that time. The planning and operation has to happen before, and that people, and rightly so, are not prepared to accept that things couldn't be done to accommodate them. And so what we hope to do is to strengthen this partnership and have all of the necessary things in place so that we can meet the needs of people.
Minister Daniel noted that the area in which the proposed facility will be erected will pave the way for economic and social development.
The present social situation in our communities call for immediate action by ADRA and calls for an extension of the services as outlined to me by Pastor Gardner. And I believe, given the majestic view that we have from this area, troubled people who come here can get immediate relief. You either look to the hills from whence cometh your help, or you look to the seas. And so it's well positioned, absolutely well positioned, and I believe together we can do great things for the community.
The Social Development Minister registered the Nevis Island Administration's commitment to the advancement of the project, which he said would assist in achieving the goal of helping persons who are troubled.
On behalf of the Premier and my other colleagues in government, to commend this effort and to commit our financial and, most important, our human resources to the advancement of this project. Whenever I say commit resources, people begin immediately to think of finance. I want you to think, as your church and as your community, of the tremendous resources we have outside of financial. And furthermore, our intellectual capacities have to be moved and mobilized to do the things that we need to do for today's community. I therefore, as the Minister of Social Development, would hope by next month that the building could start and that food and whatever else could start flowing, so that I could have another option to provide for the needs of the people.
Also addressing the project launch ceremony was Minister of Works, the Honourable Carlisle Powell. The Zion Village resident underscored the importance of the disaster warehouse facility.
The importance of this warehouse must not be lost on any of us. Because if we are housing material in Nevis, if something goes wrong in Nevis and the rest of the Leewards, we will be looked after early because the project is located in Nevis. I have a feeling that Pastor Heskey chose the site very well. Because you see, if he's based in Antigua, I figure he's working out, he could just stay out there and wave a flag and we would see him in Nevis. Thank you very much. I wish this project well, and we'll be keeping an eye on it. Please, let us know what we can do to assist you, and whatever it is a partnership that we must look after in the interest not only of Nevis, but of the entire communities that this project will serve.
Meanwhile, the disaster warehouse will complement the Llewellyn-Newton Disaster Management Warehouse at Long Point and will work closely with that department to bring its programs to fruition. Disaster Management Director Lester Blackett shared his expectations of the facility.
I expect that the collaboration with ADRA and with the Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Nevis and in the Leewards would continue. It has been going well in the past, and I hope that it will continue to go well in the future, as evidenced by this construction here today. And let me just say what the motto for the Nevis Disaster Management Department is, and it's quite applicable here. Our motto is plan now, don't wait, disasters don't discriminate. I think ADRA is planning now. They're not discriminating because it's not just for 7-day persons, it's also for the community. And you're not waiting.
President of the South Leewards Mission, Pastor Desmond James, expressed gratitude to Minister Daniel and the Nevis Island administration.
Honorable Daniel, on behalf of the South Leeward Mission of Seventh-day Adventists, I want to say thanks. I express my profound gratitude to your government. Now, as I read the document, I saw it read lease/donation. Now, as I stand here, I want the emphasis to push on the right side, donation. But we are profoundly grateful for your government. As a church, we look for every opportunity to build bridges of hope, not just for the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but for the people. And we deeply appreciate your government and look forward to working hand in hand with it in making a better community.
The disaster warehouse will be constructed on lands made available by the Nevis Island administration in the New River area. It will house food supplies and disaster relief materials.